Hi, I'm Robert Gillespie. The name of this play is called Good Word. It's fairly straightforward. It's kind of a Monty Python and Woody Allen meet Quentin Tarantino. The idea is that there are hidden corners, perhaps, in language that we haven't thought about. Things that maybe we can't even think about. Thought crimes. My all-star cast of playwrights and actors who are incredibly talented, so they'll be sitting there judging me during this whole thing. Connie Bennet as narrator, very well-known local playwright. Dale Light, actor and playwright. Ariel Hatt, my best friend, actor and playwright. Who writes better than I do, it's very annoying. The famous Tom Wilson, one of my favorite actors and a veteran of acting with me before. And who's this guy? Security? Calandrino, our beloved playwriting guru and leader of this class, and who is responsible for this showcase. Further ado, Good Word.
Good Word by R. Scott Gillespie. Characters: Prescott Ames, Scott, a writer who prides himself on eccentric discourse. Helen Wheeler, Helen, Prescott's friend, delights in arguing with Prescott. Peacock, Peacock, a cleaner for a shadow organization, mysterious and officious. Mustard, Mustard, Peacock's henchperson, taciturn yet amiable, exudes lethality. Scene: Prescott's apartment, furnished in weird. Time: early evening. Scott is pacing about while talking. He has a champagne glass in one hand and a cigarette in the other. He is philosophizing. His speech is punctuated by gesture, where he is confused about what to do with the glass and the cigarette. Helen listens and counter-listens.
I'm wondering about the theatrical musicality of life, synchronicity, the way some things happen within broader social modes.
I hate musical theater. Rarely rises above melodrama. Last time you were going on about how science fiction movies suck because of the Deus Ex Machina factor.
Yeah, the Deus Ex Machina is the god machine. It's from classical Greek theater where a god comes down and resolves everything. Science fiction sucks because godlike aliens or people with godlike technology resolve everything in the end. Not what I'm talking about. Not musical theater either. Musical patterns in life that seem theatrical, that tie in with the style du jour.
You think we are in a reality TV show? Born to. Been done.
No. I mean, our whole culture caught up in some sort of theater.
Isn't that the nature of postmodern reality? Everything is a scene? I just bought an interesting prop at the pawn shop. Had it inscribed. It will be one of the props at my house. Rooms as scenes.
Yeah, not what I'm talking about. I mean, something that spans generations. Millennia, a theater hidden in the language. The stars. Theatrum celestium chemicum mysterium magnus.
I know perfectly well you don't speak Latin. What is that supposed to mean?
Grand celestial chemical mystery theater.
Oh my God, the bullshit that runs out of your mouth.
A theater that repeats generations later with new characters playing the same roles. Switching roles. Bodies, families, tribes, jobs.
Yeah, they call that religion.
No. Have you considered that there is a root conspiracy that drives all conspiracy theory? One source for all of the rivers of folklore. An evil intelligence. Borderline omniscient.
Oh God, I've been expecting this. Today is the day that you have finally lost it. You've invented your own narcissistic demonology, worshipping at the Church of Misreason.
Fuck that, Helen. You don't understand. It's all around you. Everything about it, even talking about it advances it.
Speak of the devil.
It is a chain of fools, an evil ladder. You can't even think without using it.
You're fucked up, man. Paranoid. Now slowly, carefully, back away from the ledge. You're going on and on. I don't have the slightest idea what the fuck you're talking about.
It! I am afraid to even talk about it. It is listening in. Or rather, it knows somehow.
What the fuck is it?
It! The language! The language is self-aware. It is sentient. It propagates, Helen. It breathes in your mind. Like that old Night Gallery episode where that earwig eats its way through a guy's brain. Then just when he thinks he has survived, he finds out it has laid eggs. It is a female.
Shit, man. This is messed up. Of all the messed up shit you have been involved in, this is the messed uppiest.
Go ahead. Go ahead, mock me. I know that I'm right. My rightness prevails all over your messed upness.
Have you suffered some sort of head injury?
I am right, Helen. I know I am right. I can feel it. It is coming.
Shut up, Prescott. Let's talk about the Antigua today. At least that is interesting.
Coming, I tell you. Right about...
This is pretty fucking stupid, Prescott. Admit it.
About...
There is a pounding on the door. An authoritative voice rings out. Scott and Helen freeze.
Open up! It's the language.
I knew. Quick, hide the subversive literature.
What subversive literature?
All literature. It's its favorite tool. Wait a minute. Don't even think. Thinking uses language too.
The pounding doubles in intensity.
Open up, Mr. Ames, or we will be forced to resort to extreme measures.
Now what? I fear our goose is cooked. The jig is up.
Scott runs around aimlessly, dropping his cigarette and spilling the rest of his champagne.
The jig?
The pounding intensifies, followed by a splitting, cracking sound as if the door is breaking. Helen shrugs and answers the door. Peacock and Mustard enter. Mustard looks around as if checking for hidden snipers and steps aside, and Peacock speaks with great pomposity.
Now see here, Ames. The jig is up. You know who I am. I represent the language.
The language.
Quite right, the language. I represent the language, and I am forced to arrest you for treason, sedition, and general crimes against humanity.
Thought crime.
That's right. Thought crimes. Now, I presume that you are going to come along quietly.
Who the hell are you?
I, madam, am Peacock. I am the language.
I am Mustard. We are the language.
You sound like you haven't got a clue.
Don't antagonize them, Helen. They look dangerous.
We represent the language. I said that already. You know that the language hates redundancy.
Despises redundancy.
Vilifies redundancy.
Derides redundancy.
You guys sound pretty redundant.
Scott looks fearful. Peacock glares. Mustard bristles. Helen walks over to Peacock.
I'd like to see a search warrant, or you can get the fuck out. See some credentials? Your badges?
We don't need no stinking badges.
Madam, our authority derives from the language. It is of the highest order.
The tip-toppiest, highest order.
I knew this would happen. I just knew it.
Well, you shouldn't have taken the name of the language in vain.
Do you have any more champagne?
Cease and desist, Mustard. This is serious business.
You are all delusional.
You're there, aren't you? Both of you. When I go to sleep at night, you are the voices in my head.
I'm worried about the voices in this room.
I am the voice in your head, Prescott. I don't just know you, I know everything about you.
You know, you really shouldn't touch yourself so much at your age.
What are you talking to anyway?
Everything, Prescott. I know every tiny thing. I am your permanent record.
And Jiminy Cricket.
All wrapped up into one.
What do you want? Why do you come here?
Why the fuck won't you go away?
We are the language. You are a writer. You, therefore, are our lackey.
Our bitch.
I know what bitch.
Enough of this. It is time. I presume that you are willing to come along quietly?
Come along to where?
To the lair, of course. You should have guessed that the language had a lair.
It's the place that librarians send people with chronic overdue books.
I'm suitably terrified.
You are not going anywhere with these assholes. Assholes, Prescott.
But, madam, I am shocked.
That's my line.
Oh.
Madam, I am shocked. Have you no sense of my dignity?
Helen looks him up and down, then burps affectedly.
I'm not going anywhere with you. I didn't do anything wrong.
Nothing. You spoke of the language's secret plans. You have committed treason most foul.
Treason against the language.
What were you planning to do with him?
Yeah, I didn't mean to. I mean, what's the penalty for talking about the language anyway?
There is but one penalty for betraying the language. The ultimate penalty, termination.
Termination with extreme prejudice.
You think?
These are ancient traditions, time-honored, the product of a vast secret
An
society.
infinitely vast and ancient secret society.
Totally whack-a-mole.
Let me get this straight. You guys are planning to murder me because I mentioned the language?
Oh, no, of course
What
not.
do you think we are, barbarians?
Pretty much.
Well, that's a relief.
You would be taken to the lair, then escorted to the chamber of judgment, then...
Everybody waits for Mustard to finish his sentence.
The most sacred and holy chamber of judgment.
taken to the most sacred and holy chamber of judgment.
Where he would be executed?
Helen, don't give them ideas.
Sorry.
Oh, mine, no, of course not.
Oh, what do you think we are, barbarians?
In the chamber of judgment, there is a bureau. On the bureau, there is a silver tray. On top of the silver tray, there is a revolver. Below that, a note that says, "Do the right thing."
So you expect me to off myself? Why on earth would I do that?
Well,
It is considered good form.
that's right. Good form.
Perhaps you could come along and clean up the mess. It is a bit, much sometimes.
Small chance of that. Good form or no.
I can't believe that you are asking me to take my own life. That is grim. Foul and grim.
You think?
Now, see here, sir, that is inconsiderate of you.
Gravely inconsiderate and thoughtless.
Precisely so. You are being entirely thoughtless. What about my needs? My feelings? Have you even stopped to consider my point of view?
You are being entirely self-centered. What about using good form?
This is surreal.
People, I'm afraid that I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
But, madam, we really must insist.
The protocol is, on this is quite clear.
I really must insist. Leave.
We can not. Well then, I do believe that we are at an impasse.
A Mexican standoff.
It's a Mexican standoff.
That's a scene where a bunch of people are standing around with guns trained on each other, but everyone is afraid to start shooting because they will all be killed. Sort of a mutually assured destruction scenario.
There's only one problem. We don't have any guns.
They all stand around looking at each other for a long moment. Peacock puts his hands on his hips as if is about to say something snide and then thinks better of it. Mustard begins to waggle an admonitory finger and then realizes he doesn't know what to say. Helen begins to rummage through her purse.
That's not a problem. I do.
Helen produces a gun from her purse. Everyone looks shocked. Scott, most of all.
Now, see here.
Bad form.
Quite bad form.
Leave, you bastards. Now.
But Helen, you're a gun control advocate.
I have excellent gun control. I can nick the eye out of a sparrow at 100 yards.
Oh, please. Peacock and Mustard stare at each other for a moment and then prepare to leave.
Very well, Prescott. Helen, you've won the day. This time, we will meet again.
Helen gestures emphatically with the weapon.
I don't think so, Prescott. You failed your mission. Doesn't that mean the Chamber of Judgment?
Of course not. That is ridiculous.
She does have a point. Consider the bylaws.
Utterly absurd.
But you,
Peacock and Mustard exit, arguing.
Did that just happen?
Apparently so.
I'm surprised at you, Helen. What about gun control?
It's not a gun. It's a cigarette lighter. I got it at the pawn shop. It's a gag. A prop I bought today.
Oh, good. I could use a cigarette about now. By the way, what's the inscription say?
It says, Deus ex machina.
End of play.